Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Homestead for race 16 of the season. Take a quick look down qualifying. And back up the board we go. We are going to be in for a hell of a race today. Wyatt Junkman on pole. Misty Viper to his outside. Pace car is off. And we are green flag to kick off the Spotify 400. Side by side into one, see what the outside can do. His first lap, it's kind of disadvantageous to be out there, but once the speed gets going, then everybody will be trying every which lane to get to the front. Wyatt Junkman, he's up there trying to hold off, get that lap led. Misty Viper's out there as well, looking for second. The 5, going to lead this one. Not sure what the others are really thinking here on how to get around him. Oh, pushing the 40 up the track. Interesting strategy. Interesting strategy by the number 38. Homestead. It's been a while since we've been here, but it's looking solid so far. Inside, outside. Driver's good in points. Fighting for it. Born ready. Portbot. And others looking to turn their seasons around. The 5, 40, 8, even to an extent, the 77 hasn't been the best as of late. Kind of dropping disappointing finish after disappointing finish. Hamill on the outside. Trying to stop the bleeding and get down low to start making some passes. Oh, Ringo fills the spot, though, at 66. Last race winner. Looking good so far for now. Taking a look at kind of how it goes in the corner. The inside lane can be good if you nail it right, but if not, then it just kind of have both lanes fizzle out the same way, or the outside can get a good launch. Seto 3 wide into the corner. But 24 and the 9 side by side. They're the top 3 right now. Wyatt Junkman, Portbot, and Nick Breeding. All just giving it a good battle. The rookies near the front, but others looking to take those spots away. 66 entering the top 10. A 34 just hanging in there. Newhouse trying his best. Hamill is just tough sailing with the 40. Some 3 wide action behind that. Mizzou in the middle there with Mako Kit and Exo Tiger. Those 3 all giving it a good shot right now. Toad Warrior kind of stuck in the middle. You got a couple others that you don't really see near the front that often, but are trying to work their way slowly but surely. Esri and Mako Kit both there. Interesting to see many of those drivers can get it done. Maybe not this race, but eventually. Nick Breeding, battle for the lead. Wyatt Junkman. Now this season has been interesting so far as all the winners have kind of pulled up to the top of points. So there's been no like super wild card winner from like outside the top 20 in points getting into the playoffs yet. So that opens the door for anyone that is doing rough in points. The 5 specifically isn't doing that bad, but a string of bad luck can kneecap this team. So they are looking for any last advantage they can have. And a win here would mean a world of difference. More side-by-side racing. Toad Warrior trying to pull up there. Maybe not get top 10, but notice how far back the 34 has fallen that lap. So all these positions that these drivers are losing, others are gaining. Ringo pushing puck up the track. Just looking for every last thing they can get their hands on here. 77 in the zone. Nick Breeding's on the high side. That's going to send him back. You got a bit of a midfield battle. This is like exactly in the middle here where all the side-by-side is. That one, Racer, Hyperdrive, Lane Sanders, and so many others just kind of caught up in all the battling here that they can't really catch the drivers pulling away. Even Ben, who kind of a little struggled on qualifying, but looking to rebound. First step is to get that single file down so you could try to run them down. Port took the lead from Junkman. As a very interesting development between these two. As every little bit counts. Especially near the front. 77 of Jake. He's on the up and up. And Exo Tiger is looking to reclaim his throne at the top of the board for rookies. He just needs to get past that 16, or hope he has some sort of bad day. But keeping in the playoffs is about as good as you could ask for at this moment. Looks like Toad Warrior in the top 10. Remember what I said about Esri earlier? Yeah, he's slowly on the rise for positions. 17 is looking decent. Can they do a bit better? Jake in the middle. It's Seto on the outside of 3 wide. It's still tough. Even when things aren't going your way. Oh, Port and Junkman, the 5, making his way to the lead. I think further back we saw Craig Newhouse really dropping spots. It has not been a good race for a 34 team. You know what else it's been rough for? The 1 of Born Ready is uncharacteristically kind of marred back deep in traffic. The 1's been having it rough. RBV near the back as well. And I see Kyle D going 3 wide with the fantasy drivers. Giving a little push to Beach Brutus. Canadian Lux back out front, hoping to redeem himself from what happened last race after that generational choke. And looking at the 99, he got a little bit more speed than 38, trying to carry where he is past the 38. I mean, you didn't want to slow down there for no reason, just for the sake of getting underneath him, because you drop a lot of spots that way, but now you got the 66 underneath you, and that's going to cause you at least lose a little bit of ground there as well. Homestead is a difficult balance of what to get right on the car. 78 of Mizzou. He's doing all right for himself where he is. Top 20 run. Can't go wrong with that. You see a lot of single fileness. That one, Racer, kind of losing the plot there a little bit compared to the other drivers ahead of him. Not a good day to be number 10. But even then, the entire field is still here. They've only separated out to about 8 seconds. That's still less than a third of a lap around here. Exo Tiger is on the move, though. 99 to the back of Wyatt Junkman. Toad Warrior, Tiger Man. I think a lot of them pulling single here. Craig Newhouse down low. Oh, got some skid marks somewhere. I think this was for Beach Brutus. Kind of getting a little roughed up the track, but we stay green. Billy Mays and Beach Brutus getting into it there. So that's going to create a bit of a obstacle for the lead lap drivers. Benign Canadian Lux sees the lap traffic in front of him and not exactly a fan. It's down the road there eventually. Oh, nope. Beach Brutus comes in, so probably a sigh of relief there for the leaders at least. They're getting more racy within the top 10. Derek Hamill's down low, looking to make it work. Getting down to the inside. That's where all the battles are. Wrapping the inside with good speed. That's all it really takes. Exo Tiger up to second almost. If he could clear Toad Warrior, not going to happen. Toad Warrior is able to get that good run there. And speaking of kind of where it is right now, Born Ready, about 25th there. In a battle with RS the anime guy. Both of them kind of off from wherever the next part is. That one racer caught up to the back of the first group there. That's where Zent, Lane Sanders is, and Craig Newhouse. And you see that tail just down the backstretch. Looking to get back into the battle. Exo Tiger dropping a lot of spots on the outside that lap. Not a good run that time by. Ben in the top 10 looking to shake it up. If he can get a win down the stretch, that would be huge for this 97 team. They've been through it, through and through. Now you can see the outside fighting back. Exo Tiger couldn't quite get to a gap he saw. As now Toad Warrior not quite able to fight for that lead though. Ringo 66, he's looking for third. He gets it. Toad Warrior down the low side. Looking for the lead. What's it going to be? I think the 91 credited with lap leading. And get out there and get another one. Well, really silence the doubters. Ringo's on the move though. He is third, looking for second. Junkman to the outside. That's Port on the inside. Really see some fighters outside the top 10. They're still going hard for it. Nick Breeding, Brogan. And one thing you don't talk about that much is that fact that Chris Puckerboy in the 2 is deep into the playoff hunt. He is looking for a spot in on points. And if he can keep up these good runs, top 20s, top 15s, it might happen. Mizzou getting a little out of the way there from Mako. Toad Warrior leads this thing as single file, pulling around the track. Beach Brutus is now 4 laps down. Take a look at where that 15 ended up. Oh! Contact! The 66 and the 9 ran into each other. The 9 pitted. The 66 wasn't. You got a few coming in this time. There's Beach Brutus, actually. Just not that far back from the guys with a tail end there. Oh, they're 3 wide. They can't all pit this time. And Hyperdrive, Exo Tiger stay out. Others coming in. Cody Goforth with a really good pit entry there. Made up a lot of ground. So top three, Hyperdrive 282, Exo Tiger, Derek Hamill. That is Puck in fourth. And the top three come in. Puck's coming in. RBV, Team Duke, John X. Sully, KSS, a couple fancy drivers in this time. So good pit stop is very important. And the 9, a Canadian Lux. First one out. 77's Jake, Wyatt Junkman, and Portbot. Junkman trying to race him on the pit exit stripe there. The Canadian Lux exiting pit road there. Beach Brutus is right behind him. That's a lapper in the 15. Seeing what these drivers do when they exit their pit road. There. Look at what is going on back there. Pit exit's a busy place. Trying to get it all sorted out. See some 3 wide on pit exit even. They're getting it all out there. Toad Warrior 75 has to hold off the 9. Oh. Canadian Lux has to keep the momentum up. Kind of stifles there a little bit. The 91 and the 9 fight for the lead. Drivers coming off pit road now. I think Hyperdrive is the first one off. Ringo for third. Important to nail pit exit. Don't want to get nailed from behind when you're trying to merge back up with the traffic. Now everyone's back up to speed. Benign out front. Everybody's more spread out now. There's the top 3. 66 third, 91 second, and 9 in first. Rounding out the top 10 back to Seto. Plenty of battlers just outside the top 10. Brogan, Nick Breeding, Angel Madfia, Derek Hamill doing good. 67 of Mako's in the house. Even. And looking at top 20 back to Mizzou. A lot of single file out back every spot at a time before getting to Misty Viper. Had a rough stop. 27th on the grid. Craig Newhouse is just having himself a day. Cilio Willie's back there. Kyle D, 35th. That one Racer also with a rough stop. He's way behind. Passing fantasy drivers for position. KSSBSS back there. And Zentz also having a rough stop. The 88 falling on hard times. Right now, the top 3 are the top 3. There's still plenty of positions being battled inside the top 10. Even Brogan 99 fighting for these positions. Seto had a tough corner there. Exo Tiger gets the low side off that. Not a whole lot the 97 can do about that one. Through the middle of the corner. Look at this top side of 3 wide. Portbot trying to use as much as he can there to get it going, but then the going is tough. Top 3 on a line. There's a very far out camera here. I mean, we did have that one no call earlier for Beach Brutus, but that was in the back. Now we got cars sprawling all over the place, and they are going to be fighting each other for all the spots they can get their hands on. There's the 15. Kind of using him as a pick. So Nick Breeding dropping those spots, a little frustrated with the 15. RBV just outside the top 20. Whoa, coming off the corner, Mizzou on the top side. Looking for a little bit of extra corner exit momentum and seeing what happens there. He's racing Puck. A couple others in this position here. Even like the back positions, like you see in the 10. Slowly on the rise. And the 40 is doing a tough time right there. Misty Viper having it rough, especially after a good run last race. And especially when you're like half a lap down to this point, it becomes even more difficult to get something going. It just creates a lot of just slowdown there, a lot of chaos in the field. And so far, it has been relatively solid for where the drivers are in their little groups. Junkman in the 5. He's got himself top 10 run in the works. If he could just point his way a little better, that would be great for his season. And look at this. Ringo to the front. The 66 lead this thing off. Seeing what he's got. But 9 pulls right there in second. You can just line it up and get a little better. See what that does. You can see the leaders still have quite a bit of room to play with before that next lap traffic, but the next stop after this one is going to be very important to nail down. As this green flag run has kind of put a test on our drivers to see how well they do on these long conditions. You get Toad Warrior back there. And these guys are battling for top 10 spots. They've kind of single filed out. They're just know how to survive. They're all tuckered out from racing. But the racing still happens. Not over yet. Not nearly over yet. Brogan getting a top 5 spot. This is going to be very important for that battle in points. Because remember, Born Ready, not exactly doing too hot for himself. He's recovered to about 17th. But it's not been the race this team wanted to see at all. Others are struggling for positions every which way. Watching out off the corner exit there. The 17 and the 12 getting a little snippy at each other. Everyone here is just on the drive to survive. Toad Warrior, honestly, might not be able to reel in that 66. Especially if a 9's faster, then you might want to let him do it. Either or. Ringo is well on his way to his second win in a row. Seto rounding out the top 10 just enough. That Wyatt Junkman falls to 11th. And seeing what's in front of the 5, you can really see the individual traffic. Now, one thing to note is you think that this group here can reel in those top 3. Probably not. But the possibility is there. Just got to keep working together on that low side. You don't want to throw your drivers up on the high side. Seeing the 99 up there, He's trying to race for himself, but at the same time, see the lap times increase though. So maybe working together is a bit of a hypothetical and not actually close to reality at all. Port Bot with the spot on Ben. Let's see Ringo here. Very important to know what this 66 has. Seeing the 9 in the mirror. If a 9 can't nail the corner down, then that's going to be great for the 66 team. Coming up on a lapper there in the 19. And Toad Warrior looking for a spot. Oh, the high side Canadian Lux. Could he try it to defend his position? I'm telling you one thing right now, Ringo is just too good right now. These positions being exchanged on the track. All 42 drivers are still in, so it is still plenty of time for things to go wrong. Coming up on about 15-ish or so laps left. They're coming up on the 19. And seeing Billy Mays being scored in 41st place right now. Ringo kind of caught the 19 at a suboptimal time. Toad Warrior is there. Take advantage of this. Canadian Lux is all the way down low as well. They're going to get in line. 91 is going to be able to get a little bit lower in the corner. Toad Warrior pushing it out to the lead. Canadian Lux holding second right now. A very solid job from these individuals. Seeing everybody here, they're about a few seconds off. Tiger Man's not that far behind, and most of it's kind of strung out single file. Look at that. Further back, the 9 now runs to the lead. Canadian Lux having to hold off Toad Warrior and Ringo. He tried this once before, but it didn't work out for him. Can he get redemption here today? These drivers are reaching the end on their green flag run. Seeing the 40 on the lead lap that are here. Beach Brutus came back in. Remember, he off sequence after that damage he got. Look at Ringo in the 66. He has not given this thing up at all. I wouldn't say making it look easy, but he slides in there, get a little bit more grip, and who knows what he could do with it. Brogan 99's kind of broken out a little bit from that pack there. They're more single file than ever. I think we know what this race is going to turn into here. Ringo down low. He's been burning a lot here. Toad Warrior thought about it, but didn't go middle. It's dangerous pushing Ringo out to the lead since Toad needs a little bit of help for himself to get to fighting him, but if he can't provide the battle, then it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, he's getting it. He's getting into it. 91 to the lead. Canadian Lux Still in the top 3, and these guys that have been rotating their battles, they have been losing time ham over fist to everyone behind. Brogan, Seto, Hyperdrive. Look at the reinforcements on the way. Oh, the top 2 pitting. And Brogan as well. This is the money right here. You need to nail this stop down perfect, or else it's lights out. Seto's 24. There's still 8 laps to go, so saving this much is impossible. As I think Ringo, he stayed out a little longer to try to get as much as he can here. Exo Tiger, Hyperdrive stay out. A few others staying out as well. And how separated out these drivers are, they could probably get better stops on pit entry. As a lot of them come in. Back markers coming in. And Misty Viper as well. Battle for the lead. Exo Tiger. 99 down low. Both coming in. 99, 33. Drivers making their pit stops. Ben with a good pit entry there. The 2 of Puck. He stays out. Gets that lap led. Can the 2 upset the field? The answer is no, but hypotheticals are fun. And right now, the 2 and the 87 have stayed out. The 2 is coming in this time. And so is the 87. Drivers exiting their pits. Toad Warrior. There is the 91 team. Where they are. And look who had a better stop. That's Seto in the 24. Making it look easy. Ringo got a better stop. Hyperdrive comes out 3rd. As drivers are coming out of their pit stall for every last position they can get their hands on. But Ringo, the man of the hour, takes the lead. Seto in 2nd, Hyperdrive 3rd. Top 5 spots on the exchange. Does the 66 have enough to go where he needs to? Only a few laps left to determine this thing. And what a tough time to be Exo Tiger. Kind of dropped it a little bit there, but still going to be 15th if he can finish the job here. Plenty of drivers kind of going every which way on pit stops. Some good, some bad. Ben trying to hold off spots inside the top 10 as Hamill is there. Looking for every last advantage on track. Hyperdrive. 3 to go. You can see where that 33 is, running 3rd. He's going to pull around to get to 2nd. Watch out. I don't think the 33 has enough time to get there, but he is trying his best to win it for himself. They just got to go get that 66, which is very tough ask right now. They are side by side. And they still have about a second to go. Oh, we got a smoker. That's Newhouse in the 34. Unfortunate way for that team to end their day. So close. But up front, Ringo is going to take the white flag. One more time around. You know who's got the speed right now is Toad Warrior. Probably the fastest car on track right now. But the problem is the time has run out. The 66 of fucking Ringo, dude, is making a statement this season. King of the Hill. Going back to back in the NDS as fucking Ringo, dude, wins again. Big ups on that team. Hyperdrive, Toad Warrior, Seto, Canadian Lux. Top positions are looking pretty solid so far for some of our drivers. Others, not so much. Let's go grab those final results here. Tallying them up. Yep, that'll do it. A bit of a practical race here. Battle for everybody. Let's take a look at the results all the way down. Some of the drivers really did not have the best time navigating this track. But it is what it is. That is all for this race. We will see you next time. Take care.